What is up, Legends? HypeCheck for, what is this, Tuesday? I don't even know what day it is. It's Tuesday. Tuesday morning. And yeah, we're just going to go in and we're going to talk about the stuff for today. So we got a bunch of good stuff to talk about today, including the game that came out of nowhere that is now a banger. Yes, it just already covered it. So you probably already know, but it's 100% a banger. People are talking about it. Like, it's getting some industry press. Like, I'm a bit shocked, but we're going to talk about that at the end. So first up, Next Fest, obviously, we have Anomaly Agent right here. This one is getting press. You can play the demo right now. It's actually pretty good. It reminds me of kind of like original Double Dragon, that type of stuff. And I like those type of games. I like what I'm getting the feeling of playing those types of games again, but more modern and, you know, stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. So you got a demo right here you can play for free if you want to try it out, and then wish list it, and then, you know, maybe we'll get to take a look at it in the future. Next up, we have The Last Faith. Castlevania-like, or Metroidvania-like, as you guys can see. We have a demo right here for this one as well. It comes out November 15th. Another game again that, you know, people are really talking about it. I did put this up on the channel. It was a whole hell of a lot of fun. Like, really challenging too, like, and just fun overall. I ended up lost, didn't know what the hell to do, but definitely a game I'm suggesting that you at least should try out because it's pretty cool. Next up, we have Pioneers of Patagonia. Again, Next Fest is in full effect. I'm about to just get email after email. Hey, could you play? I'm like, bruh, I can't do everything anyway. Pioneers. So you got the demo right here. This one's coming out December 13th. So if you're into the cozy type, because we do have the cozy types out there, you can make cities and make like your whole little township right there. And you see it has online co-op, so you can get together with people and play stuff like that. Enshrouded, y'all. Enshrouded is kind of lit. That's an outside type of thing right now. I played Enshrouded last night and didn't do a video on it yet. No, I will, but play Enshrouded, definitely. Next up, we have Ghost Runner. Like, we have a lot of good stuff. This week. Like, Ghost Runner is really a cyberpunk. Like it says cyberpunk, but it's a cyberpunk type of game. There's a demo right here that you can actually mess around with it and actually play. Of course, $39.99. You know, it might be worth the $39.99. That's not a lot considering most games are usually between $60 to $70 now. You might end up with, like, now, obviously, you know, it definitely might be something worth your time and worth your while. If I can get a key and play this, I will. The FOV slider on this looks pretty good too, so I won't be getting sick. I can usually tell when a game, like, you see like where it is right now, this is what I would call 75%. It probably is 75%, and I can usually kind of like tell when you can get like the environment and it's just a little bit back. If this was about 10% closer, I would get sick. And the reason why is, I'll show you if it goes to a point right now. When you can't see a certain amount of area in the field, like, let's say if this was like 10% closer and I was closer to that wall right now, they're not really jumping around doing much. Like right here, like that. We're going through that path like that. When it's like that, that makes your eyes narrow. Just to let you guys know what makes motion sickness. When your eyes have to narrow to like to see everything around it, what's happening is your eye is straining because your eye is trying to make the image itself spread out, and you can't because it's too close. And that's what makes you motion sick, because it's making your eye strain to try to bring in the information to you. That is the key symptom of motion sickness. So what makes you not get motion sick is when stuff is backed out, so your eye can see everything. It's not straining. You don't have to process anything. And the reason why you get sick is because that's causing you to burn extra calories and sight and everything else like that. And yeah, so if you get motion sick by games, it's probably because the game is too close and it's straining your eye. And that initially, that's what makes you sick, because you're putting strain on your eye and you're burning calories. And it's like a muscle. If you work out too much, any muscle, you get sick. And it works the same way with your eyes. So hopefully that helps anybody who's ever gone through motion sickness. Zombie Hunter Survival over on the mobile side. Obviously a waifu bait. Like, look at this. We playing Decay. waifu bait with just killing zombies and cutie waifus and everything else. They got that good walk. This is available. Just recently came out for you guys to mess around with. The Throne of the Three Kingdoms. Now, this is one of those games where it's like a city builder and RPG, and you can wife up stuff. And like, look at this one right here. My lord, you were so rude to me last night. I'm still in bed. What? Wow. Maybe I shouldn't have read that. I didn't know that was going to be like that. Okay. But yeah, you can get waifus in this game, and like kind of like again, city builder and attack. So if you're into that type of stuff, which that does have a market, here it is. And obviously is hell etchy. Putting that out there. And Solo Mania, which is a platformer. I've been told that this is really good, and I'm actually going to try to play this today. When I get time. There's so much stuff going on today. I'm like playing like 5 things at one time. But I'm told that this is really good, so I definitely want to come in and actually mess around and play with it. Got some cool bosses, really vibrant on the gameplay. Maybe I'll get this in today. I doubt it. It'll probably be tomorrow, for being honest. But yeah. So now for the last 2 things. Number 1, Unity CEO John Ruscitello stepping down effectively. Now the reason why this is big is because he's one of the people who spearheaded the idiotic choices that Unity made to kind of like get a little bit more money off free games when nobody is really, well, I don't want to say nobody because I was for a little while, but Unity is just not that great when it comes to making games now. They got to step the game up. It's okay. It's the easiest engine if you want to make a game. It won't be that great of a game. Like, you won't be making some super stuff. Like, you're gonna have to get good and get Unreal if you want to really make like some cool games. But if you want the easiest way into being a game dev, it's going to be Unity. So they realized that and said, you know what? We are going to charge everybody more and make it really ridiculous. Now you see right here it says, readers out of context that people might want to know. Unity did not reverse course in this new fee structure, so it's still doing the nonsense, although it did change on the proposed version, which it was the change basically is that it's less restrictive than it was before. Now, me personally, I did use, if you guys remember, I was using Unity to make my game 2 years ago when I realized all of this stuff early, and I actually said it, that this doesn't seem right. Like, why are they doing stuff like this? And then I saw the proposed stuff that they ended up doing eventually now, and I said, no, I'm going to Unreal. I'm done with this. I recognized that 2 years ago, before it was really like, mainstream. Game devs knew, and most game devs like myself was like, all right, well, we going to Unreal because this Unity stuff isn't the business. And what these guys initially did, they caused a lot of problems with a lot of games, and they might have caused some EOS themselves, because going from Unity to Unreal is a hard thing. You have to, you can save the resources, but now you got to get people who actually know how to code in it. And if you just didn't really know how to code and was basically piggybacked off of how easy Unreal is, that would screw up a lot of games. And I come to find out with a little bit of research that I did about 2 or 3 days ago, when this was rumored to have happened or starting to happen. So I did a little research, like, how much stuff did this affect? And I found out that a lot of mobile games actually just said, you know what, forget it, because there's no way that we're gonna be able to put this game out in enough time. So this change actually screwed a lot of mobile games, because a lot of mobile games are made in Unity, which I was like, wow. So just to put that out there, so who knows how much this affected and how much this pushed back a lot of stuff that might have been good, because Unity is really good for making mobile games, and some good mobile games. There's a few games that are made within Unity, like Tower Fantasy. And games along those lines. So that kind of like screwed over a lot of people who just didn't want to pay that stuff. And last but not least, we can go down to here. So if you go into right here with reverse 1999, what they did with this is they made it a lot easier for us right now to reroll, because people were complaining and saying like it sucks, like rerolling is kind of trash, like we gotta do a million things and stuff like that. So what they did is they just made that a whole lot easier. That's what I'm mentioning right now. So if you want to reroll, it's going to be easy. I usually don't handle anything like that. I don't do videos on that because, like, whatever, I don't really care. I try to go for what I can go for and then keep it as is. But for the most part, yeah, you know, I don't. If it's like 5-10 minutes, maybe I'll do it. But for the most part, the reverse 1999, like with that, you don't really need to do that in this game. So don't go too crazy. It's cute and nice getting the 5-star that you want in the beginning, but there's a lot of 4-stars that are just fine that you can carry all the way through. And I've done that in the CN version, and I've done that in the test, just to let you guys know, because that's usually what I do, so I can be valid and that wording when I tell you stuff like that like it's not that big of a deal. You don't have to go that crazy on it. And you know, whenever the 26th, whenever this comes, I'm going to try to, I forgot the girl's name right now. I'll probably do a video on it when it comes closer. I'm going to try to get a certain girl. If I can't, then just whatever. I'm not going to spend too much of my time on that, because me personally, I don't have time to sit there and reroll all day. But it is nice that they said, you know what, we want to make it easier for everybody. So they did that. So just keep that in mind. And last but certainly not least, this is the hype. Astra is the hype. Now, I played this game. I've said this recently before in HypeWatch and Check. If you have not played this game, you need to come in and actually play this game. Unfortunately, the mobile version is not up right now. I think somebody said it is up right now, but I don't think it is. Actually, I'll tell you right now, no, it's not. Maybe the APK is somewhere, because I keep seeing opposing people say, hey, there's an APK and you can play and everything else, but as you can see right here, here's the delay that I was talking about yesterday. I like this post came out after literally after the video that I had did, where I said that you know, there's a mobile version, because they were supposed to be, but then something happened to it. So but somebody's saying that they got the APK and you could play. So I'm confused on that, because that's what I thought originally, but they took it down for some reason. So something happened. The APK probably don't even work properly. So just wait on it. Maybe they'll get it up in a day or two. And I apologize for that. Like, it came out after I made the video and I didn't know. So I felt bad about that, because I was telling people that they could play, and then people was like, hey, we can't play. And I was like, what the hell? You could before. So I'm sorry. So yeah. I will catch you guys in the next video. Be legendary. See you guys soon, and hopefully they will fix this whole situation, and you guys can get on the mobile and play, because it's definitely a good game. It's a banger. It just is.